people. Get some rank, and that's, they just hating on people that's under them. That's not how the Most High would have it. He hate the forward. He don't love them. He hate the forward. Listen, go to Luke, the 1st chapter, verse 52. This the Most High. He had put down the mighty from their seats. Hear that? You all that. Think you all that. You better understand. Been a whole lot of us that left this earth, man. Mighty men. Mighty men. They gone. They dead. They perished. He had put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. Like I said, that's why myself trying to say, he that exalt himself shall be abased. Just what we see in here. Be brought down. He that humble himself shall be exalted. The Most High get the increase and the exaltation. He had put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. Job, the 5th chapter, 11th verse. That's why you better learn to be humble. Have a broken and contrite spirit before the Most High, before He touch you. He touch you, it's too late then. It's too late. And nothing can be done. Job 5 and 11. When you get in the hands of the Most High, it's too late then. Can't nobody do nothing for you. But you can learn so that you have to get into His hands on His bad side. Job 5 and 11. To set up on high those that be low. Hear that? To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. You hear us all the time. You hear supplications, weeping, fasting, putting ashes on our body. Some even put dung before they put the ashes on their body. Then rip their clothes and so forth to set up on high those that be low. See, we low, y'all, but we're going to be set up on high above all the nations. Coming back to His laws, statutes, commandments, doing what He say do, loving Him by keeping His commandments, and talking about Him, boasting about Him. We got a power of powers of powers. Praise the Most High, man. To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. See, this is what you want. It's what I want. He said. Hold that. Deuteronomy 28, 1 and 2. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken, which means to listen, diligently, attentively, unto the voice of the Most High, thy power, your power, again. Keep saying it over and over again, Israel. To observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High, thy power, your power, Yasharallah, 12 tribes of Israel, will set thee, set you, set us on high, how high? Above all nations of the earth. That's the kingdom. He's going to set us above all nations of the earth. Most High will. It'll be us, myself, and those of you that hear my voice. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if, which is condition, thou shalt hearken, listen unto the voice of the Most High, your power, thy power. Going back to Job 5 and 11 again, to set up on high, above all nations, those that be low. See, we low now. But just because we know a few precepts telling you knowledge puffs us up, It don't mean you got to be thinking you all that. He said he hate a poor man that's prideful. That's, you starting to get into pride. You gotta understand, it's the end of the world. It's time to really make that change. Much is given, much is required. But you gotta become a servant. So you can become the friend of the Most High. The friend of a Mashiach Yahushua. You gotta listen to what he say. Set up on high those that be low. Those that be low. If you high, then hey, what the Most High need to come back and save you for? If you already there, you already in the kingdom. This is your kingdom right here. This is your consolation right now. For real. As it is written. You better hear this word. To set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Not no prideful. You ain't gonna be mourning if you prideful. You too prideful to mourn. You too prideful to bring forth lamentation. You too prideful to weep and wail for our people. Because you don't feel it. You ain't feel it. You feel for yourself. You don't feel for our people. But he said to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. You got the same spirit as a goat. Any of you out there that think you all that, and you show forth that you all that, you can't deny it. Those that's under you see it, but they're too weak to tell you in your face that you are how you are. But it can be seen. It can be seen. The Most High know. And remember this. Go to the book of Amos. And it's beautiful. We have the internet right now. Show us a whole lot of spirits that's in people. I just know we got to change. We all got to change. None of us perfect yet, but we still got to look at what works. That's all I'm saying. This is what works. And remember this. Amos 3 and 7. The book of Amos, 3rd chapter, 7th verse. Surely the Most High power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, will do nothing. He will do nothing. But he revealeth his secret unto the servants, the prophets. So yeah, he gonna reveal those secrets that you think is null and void. But whatever's done in the dark shall come to the light. And I mean, we got all kind of light right now. You just turn on the internet. You just turn on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, social media that they have out there, Instagram and all that. You see it. You can see the exaltation. Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. You hear that? He disappointed the devices of the crafty, thinking you're slick, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise and the things that they're thinking that they're going to do to the Israelites. Since it say the devil know he got a short time coming down with much wrath. He will come down on those that keep the commandments and have the true testament of Mashiach Yahushua, Revelation 12 and 12 and Revelation 12, 17. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. So it's no different than them being crafty or the Israelites trying to be crafty and sneaky. So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, the things they want to do. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. The wise that think they so intelligent, so perfect in their own craftiness. In the counsel of the froward, he carrieth headlong, knock you down straight on your face. They meet with darkness in the daytime. They meet with ignorance. That's what you're looking at. You know, white supremacy, that's straight ignorance. Straight ignorance. They meet with darkness in the daytime. And it's been so that the pride that they have is generated into our people where we can't get along. Because you're being just the way they would have you to be. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, whatever they saying, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope. and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Happy is the man, behold, happy is the man who the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore, he correct you, so he might bring some pain upon us. He maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded. That's why you got to be talking about the Most High. He maketh sore and bindeth up. Heal you. Bindeth up that wound. He wounded and his hands make whole. He heal you. It's beautiful. So let's look at Psalms 113. But it's all to make us better. It's all to make us better. The Most High is righteous. He's not doing anything that's wicked at all. It's all to make us better. Psalms 113, verse 6 to 8. Who humbleth himself to behold the things that are in heaven and in the earth. Who humbleth. Let's read verse 5. Who is like unto the Most High our power? Who is like unto the Most High our power? Who dwelleth on high? The highest of the highs that you can be. Can't go no higher than the Most High. Who dwelleth on high, right? Who humbleth himself to behold the things that are in heaven and in the earth. Did you hear this? Let's read it again. Who is the Most High? Who is like unto the Most High? Who you know that's like unto the Most High? Our power. Our is a personal possessive pronoun, again showing ownership, just like thy, just like yours. He's our power, the power of the 12 tribes of Israel. Who dwelleth on high? Who dwelleth on high? I mean, he's higher than anyone, right? Who humbleth himself. You hear this? Who are we not to humble ourselves? When the Most High say, he humbled himself. Who humbleth himself to behold the things that are in heaven. He had to humble himself to behold the things that's in heaven. And in the earth. And in the earth. Just to be able to see the things that's in heaven and in the earth. He had to humble himself. He raises up the poor out of the dust. No matter how low you are or might get to be, the Most High can raise you up out of your poor state. And lifted the needy out of the dunghill. Hear that? He lifted you up. Like I say, the Most High gives the increase. The Most High gives the exaltation. That he may set him with princes. Hear that? That he may set him with princes. Even with the princes of his people. Luke 12 and 48 and 47. Luke the 12th chapter, verse 48. 47 and 48. Listen, and that servant was knew his master's will. All of us that know the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, how are we supposed to do what he say do? And prepared not himself. You don't prepare yourself. Neither did according to his will. Not you gonna break the laws of the Most High. Shall be beaten with many stripes. Hear that? Gonna be beaten with many stripes. Most High say he chastens. We love. He corrects you. You just went through that wounded and binding you up and dealing with you with pain and suffering. Get your attention. That's what we love. And prepared, you prepared not himself. You done got these laws at your mouth. You ain't preparing yourself. Neither did according to his will shall be beaten with many stripes. So you're going to be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, like a lot of y'all want to, You want to condemn someone that ain't had a chance to come into the truth yet. They don't know, but you know. And your sins that you do, or that we do, we're going to be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, he that don't know what we know, that you quit to condemn and did commit things worthy of stripes, but the Most High ain't called them to know this truth. They sin and do things that's worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. Hear that? Gonna be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Much is given, of him gonna be much required. And to whom men shall commit much, they commit much to, of him they will ask the more. Matthew 18 and 19. Matthew 18, 19. Again I say to you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask in prayer, two of us, we agree on this earth, that's where we at, on anything, as we ask in prayer, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, by Hashem HaMashiach, the name of the Lord and Savior, were we going to the Most High, or Mashiach going to the Most High for us? There am I in the midst of them, because we operating in the name of the Lord and Savior. You say you ask, you say no man comes to the Father but by me. And there's no New Testament when he's saying this. There's only the law and the prophets. And when you understand this, it'll help you to get more understanding spiritually of what's going on here. Rather than just being like the Christians, how they've been taught, oh, the New Testament is something new, and like he just come into existence for the first time ever. And that's not true. That's a lie. He said, for where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Two or three gather in his name, he get an increase and the exaltation. Psalms 82nd chapter. Psalm 82. Verse 1. The Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. Hear that? The Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. No matter how powerful they think they are. He judges among the gods. Hear that? And all the gods of the nations are idols. Tell you that in Psalm 96 and 5. But the Most High judges among the gods. The Most High get an increase and the exaltation. Everything. He's powerful. More powerful than anything you can even imagine. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Hear that? How long you going? He said, how long you going to judge unjustly and accept the person of the wicked? A lot of you fall right in line with them. Job 9:24 says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges there. If not, when, who is it? Where is it? And it says, how long will you judge unjustly? How long you gonna judge unjustly? Like Miss Taylor in St. Louis, Breonna Taylor, y'all just looking over it like it's nothing. Wrong house police went into, killed her, was gonna try and charge the man, no warning, nothing. Somebody busting in the door, what you gonna do? You gonna start firing. You don't know what's going on. The wrong house at that, you ain't did nothing. And killed this girl. And nothing been done about it. but they charged the people, the man and the woman that came out as the protest was going on with Black Lives Matter, they charged them. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? You accept what they bring forth and not bringing forth justice? Bet you that was reversal of nationality. There'd have been a white couple. Oh, been a great difference then, wouldn't it? How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless, he said. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. These are orders. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. It would have said, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. That's going down. Ain't gonna be no stopping the Most High's word when this go down. Remember what he said? He said, Jeremiah, you see a lot of brothers not really tuned in to see how the Most High operate. Brothers been in this too long to be tripping. You don't know the Most High. You ain't talk about it enough. Man, you think about Israel. You better hear what he's saying. Listen to what he said. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers. That's what we do. We've been fishing for years and years and years. A long time. Said the Most High. And they shall fish them. That's what we doing. And our bait is the Most High while Mashak Yahushua. But something else gonna happen after we fish so long. And you can see it's right in our face right now. Those that have ears to hear and eyes to see. And can see what's going on. Because he said, listen. And after we fish so long, and after will I send for many hunters. Hunters. This men of war. Ready for war. Hunters. And they shall hunt them from every mountain, every kingdom. And from every hill, every small kingdom. And out of the holes of the rocks, they're going to be running into the mountains. Go get them from out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways. That's why I say, you hear what he's saying. Psalms 82:2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. That's what he's sending for them hunters. Could be already here. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. Jeremiah 16:16. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and from out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. See what he's saying? And first, I will recompense their iniquity, their sins, their wickedness, and their sin double. Because they have defiled my land. You know what he said? Because you defiled Most High's land, they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Whew. All kind of cultured pig and lobster and crabs and all kind of madness. That's why the Most High, go back to Psalm 82 and 2. The Most High give the increase. The Most High give the exaltation. Hallelujah. Psalm 82 and 2. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Seeing they judging unjustly, and you're going to accept the person of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. What you see happening right now. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. This is what you see happening right now. In the making. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not. They know not. Neither will they understand. You hear that? They don't know what's going on. And neither will they understand. Because Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7 says what? We rid ourselves of the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. As for the way of the Most High, Shai, we have not known it. That's why I say, they know not. They don't know. Neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. They walk on in confusion and not knowing. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. See that? All the foundations of the earth at this time is out of course. Out of course. Out of order. I mean, you look at how the world is, what they're trying to do. You know, the things that they're doing that's contrary to the law, such commandments of the Most High. Bringing forth abomination, teaching the children from kindergarten on. I have said, ye are gods, Israelites, and all of you are children of the Most High, Israelites. But ye shall die like men, hear that? But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. The Most High get the increase, the Most High get the exaltation. And we did die like men and fall like one of the princes. But he have something for those that's going to keep his commandments and his will. Have faith in him. In these last days, so my Shepherd Shai said, you want there's going to be any faith on the earth when he comes. That lets you know a lot of people are going to lose faith. A lot of people will be dependent on themselves or dependent on man. Looking up to man and not realizing that that's going to be your fall. He says, woe to him that trusts in man and maketh man his arm. Isn't that in Jeremiah 17 and 5? That's what you're going to do. When the Most High want to be boasted on. You can boast on me all you want to. When you go back to man, exalting man, you're going to see man put to death. See, we just read it. We just read it. Man going to be put to death. He's going to perish. He's going to perish. A whole lot of men done perish, y'all. We didn't have many deaths in Israel. We didn't have many brothers that was dying in Israel. Now they doing. So I see you'll start with his sanctuary. Where it said, but ye shall die like men. Men done died. And fall like one of the princes. Arise, he said, come up and now with Yahweh. Judge the earth. For thou shalt inherit all nations. You're going to inherit all nations. They're going to be subject to the powers and authority of the Most High. About showing myself those shots. Revelations, go to Revelation the 7th chapter. Rise, O Most High. Rise. Look at Revelation 7. Let's read verse 1. And after these things I saw four angels, standing on the four corners of the earth. So they got one on the north, the south, the east, and the west. Holding the four winds of the earth. That's the winds of the destruction, holding back the destruction that's going to come on this earth. That the wind, or we could say nuclear destruction, as we know it today, was going to be more powerful than that. That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, coming from the east. It's Mashiach Yahushua, coming in this angelic power, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. The Most High give the increase. The Most High give the exaltation. They in order. Same. He's an angel on the right hand side of the Most High, saying, hurt not the earth. So the earth ain't going to be hurt. But he's telling these angels that's ready to destroy this earth. They're on the north, the south, the east, and the west. But the Mashiach Shah asked the angel of the Most High, going to say, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, in our minds. But those that's going to really want to know these mysteries and the things that works and that will move the Most High in love and compassion and mercy and grace and long suffering and gentleness, instead of him being a man of war against us. Because you in the world, you at war with the Most High. You put yourself at war with the Most High. You in this world, and where the world, how these religions and all this stuff set up, you're the enemy of the Most High. Like I say, show me your religion in this Bible. Precept upon precept. I ain't talking about just we have no one scripture and say, oh, yeah, this is the Baptist church, you're John the Baptist. No. Or whatever religion you in. I go to Acts 2:38 and say, oh, this is apostolic. No. He didn't give us no religion. He gave us law, statutes, commandments, and he only gave it to the Israelites. Listen. This is what the Mashiach is going to tell him. As the angel of the Most High, as the Spirit of the Most High, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. Most High give the increase. Most High give the exaltation. This is increase in exaltation right here. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So if you're not of the 12 tribes of Israel, then it's not talking to you. It is not talking about you. If you a Gentile, you are one of these other nations, and you can't name the 12 tribes, how you an Israelite? How you fit into this? Listen. And I heard a number of them which were sealed with this truth, understanding this Bible. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. You think he could have said of all nations, every nation? Yes, he could have. But he said, who's going to be sealed is 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. 12 tribes. Let's count them. You count them. Or the tribe of Judah will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Reuben will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Gad will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Asher will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Naphtali will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Manasseh will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Simeon will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Levi will seal 12,000. Or the tribe of Issachar will seal 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun will seal 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph will seal 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin will seal 12,000. 12. See? So, that's the increase that the Most High given and the exaltation. That's the ruling party that's going to rule with Mashiach Yahushua, who's this angel in verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east. Mashiach Yahushua. Coming from the east. You can say he's going to come from the east to the west. So, and now you have verse 9. The churches teach this is the Gentiles coming in. No, it's not. I beg to differ. Because it's telling you, after this I beheld. Like I say that we're dealing with the Most High give the increase, the Most High give the exaltation. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number. This great multitude, this great multitude, this great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples. They look at all, see, they're all nations, every nation. Let's find out what it's talking about. Of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, speaking different languages, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. So, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, not everybody's power. There's one in verse 9 going to say, and cry with a loud voice. This great multitude going to say, salvation to our power. Ours is another personal possessive pronoun, showing ownership. Our power is the Most High, the power of everybody. Which sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb, of Mashiach Yahushua, as the Lamb of the Most High. Okay? So let's look at this. After this I beheld, verse 9, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number. No man could number, because he told us, the Israelites, Hosea 1 and 10. Hosea 1 and 10. Hosea the first chapter, the 10th verse. No man could number. Why? Because it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Okay? That's the children of Israel, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Beautiful. It's beautiful. You see how scriptures speaking expressly. That's why you gotta know these precepts, brothers and sisters. We're saying basically the same thing. Okay, so that's going back to Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number. So that great multitude, we gotta look at this. Go to in the Apocrypha. Go to 2 Ezra 3:16. 2 Ezra 3:16. And it reads, and unto him who is Abraham, our forefather, thou gavest Isaac. So the Most High let you know. Remember, Abraham had Ishmael before Isaac, but the Most High chose Isaac. And unto him, unto Abraham, thou gavest Isaac. And unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. Remember, Jacob and Esau, twin brothers, born from our forefather Isaac and our foremother Rebekah. Genesis 25 down. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee. So the Most High chose the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob then was changed to Israel. He became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, who we just read about, the 144,000. That's what represent the 12 tribes of Israel. 144,000, the ruling party with a Mashiach Yahushua. and put by Esau. So he say put by Esau. So how could he Esau be a part of this great multitude? When he say put by Esau, listen. And so Jacob became a great multitude. That's that same great multitude that we read about first and foremost in Revelation 7 and 9. Most I get the increase. Most I get the exaltation. Therefore will I select it. Going back to Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude. So we know that great multitude representing Jacob, who became a great multitude. As we just said, we just read how. Have you ever taken some sand in your hand, just your hand, and let it go? That's a lot of sand. That's a lot of people, which no man could number. Of all nations. So I say all nations. You got to figure that one out. All nations. Go to Genesis 35 and 10. Going back to our forefather Jacob, his name was Jacob. The Most High get the increase. The Most High get the exaltation. As we read it. Genesis 35 and 10. And the Most High said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Now the Most High speak through angels now. But it's still the Most High speaking. The Most High said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. This is when the Most High changed Jacob's name from Jacob to Israel. And he called his name Israel. And we became the Israelites. The Most High said unto him, listen to this closely. I am the Most High Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. He told him to be fruitful and multiply. Have a lot of children. Have a lot of children. So we come from 4 women. Jacob had 4 women that brought forth 10 of the tribes. 11 tribes, really. Be fruitful and multiply. So he was fruitful and multiplied. Those men became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Each tribe. This is what it says. A nation. It said we come out of nations, right? A nation and a company of nations. See that? So Israelites is a company of nations that make up one nation. You see? He just named the 12. That's a company of nations. Each nation, each tribe is a nation. That's why I say, and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. Kings will come out of our loins, out of his loins. That's what it's saying. Let me mark my chapter. So, and that's how you get the understanding through the precepts and the understanding. So, when you look at why do we have to come from all these nations? Going back to Revelation 7 and 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which we shall find in 2 Ezra 3:16. Jacob became a great multitude. So the Israelites became a great multitude. He just told them to be prosperous. You know, make a lot of children.